Good morning, internet friends. How's everybody doing today? It's a lovely day today. It's a little bit overcast, but I like the overcast. It's one of the reasons I live in the Pacific Northwest. So, the market's down just a little bit this morning, but I find the crypto market has a tendency to be down in the morning. I have a feeling the people who are interested in crypto and crypto trading might not be morning people. Just a guess, based on all the ones that I've met and the fact that it's offering an alternative to the Wall Street and all the old institutions, which is very East Coast, early morning kind of thing. And most of the people I know in this space are just not very interested in any of that. And that includes me. I sold almost all my stocks yesterday. I was up on most of them. I made some shrewd purchases in the past. So I was up enough to pull out, take all my chips off the table. Not all of them. I still kept a couple of stocks that I think are going to continue to rise. I just feel good about owning a Tesla stock. It makes me feel like I'm part of the future, part of the good part of human history. And then there were a couple other ones that were just down so much that if I sold now, I'd just be at a huge loss. So I figured, well, I'll just keep those ones. A couple of trash penny stocks, basically. So no big deal. But I sold everything else, and I took half of that money and bet against the market. I'm predicting that the stock market has some kind of horrible crash and burn in the next 90 days. That's just my prediction. And, it's not so much money where I really have to worry about it. If there's some kind of meteoric rise and suddenly all of the monetary policy we've had over the last 100 years starts to make sense. Fat chance of that, right? Well, then at that point, I would be losing some money. But I don't see that happening. So I think my bet against the market was going to pay off eventually. I haven't talked about BitConnect in a few days, and I should mention something because BitConnect has been really working for me. I have gotten $30 or $40 to reinvest almost every single day. Keep in mind, this is on at about $2,040 initial investment. I've now almost made $900 on that platform. So yeah, BitConnect seems to be going very well. No problems with BitConnect so far. And I mean, they're one of the only companies that seem to handle the Bitcoin Cash split and transition well, which the only problem is that I have with that is they didn't tell us they were going to do such a good job. If they would have, I would have moved all of my Bitcoin into my BitConnect wallet and then had BitConnect Cash the next day, which I probably would have just thrown into a BitConnect loan. And then they'd have more money and I'd have more money, and that would have been a win-win. So, yeah, BitConnect. Everybody in the crypto space needs better PR, needs better customer relations. That's the one thing that they're all not really doing that well. And not that it's bad per se, like BitConnect's like pretty good actually. Speaking of customer service and issues, is Genesis Mining has pretty much gotten back into where they're into some sort of regimen. They are now giving a payout every 2 days, and they seem to be, all that seems to be working properly. And they posted something on their site where you can actually read and say, oh hey, they're having an issue, they're gonna fix it. So that's kind of nice. It wasn't a little crooked banner like I was suggesting, but at least they're communicating and letting us know what's going on. So good job, Genesis Mining. probably still not going to pay for an upgrade right now. I'll go ahead and wait till you get all that sorted out. Even then, I don't know if I'm going to pay for an upgrade because I've just got so many other things that I want to put liquid into right now. Speaking of putting liquid into things, I placed a buy order for the rest of the Arctic coin that I would need for a masternode of Arctic coin. So right now I have enough Neutron for a masternode, enough chain coin for a masternode, and enough Arctic coin for a masternode. Chain coin, boy, what a sad story. It is down, down, down. I have lost money on chain coin now just because it's so low. It was like approaching 20 cents this morning. So, yeah, sounds like a buy opportunity to me. I still don't see anything fundamentally wrong with the metrics behind chain coin. I know there was a big pump and dump, and it was a bummer and sad, and people lost a lot of money and all kinds of stuff like that. But, to me, the metrics behind the coin, the idea behind the coin, the way the coin works, everything else still seems like the fundamentals are strong there. So I'm not having much buyer's remorse on that, even though I am down money wise on that purchase. It's a market. You play the market, you're gonna have some ups and downs. That's just the way that it goes. You gotta expect that. And if chain coin is the only cryptocurrency I lose money on, then it's probably not that big of a deal. Speaking of losing money, Meow Kitty is down a lot too today. It was way up yesterday, so it's really back down to where it was a few days ago. So, but it was way up yesterday for some reason. I don't know why, but it's down today. So my 35.5 million Meow Kitty are worth about what they were when I bought them. So right back at nominal on that one. Let's see what else. I stayed up a little bit late last night. I was gonna go to bed early, and I actually did get in bed early, but then I stayed up watching Really Graceful on YouTube. If you haven't seen Really Graceful's videos, I feature her on my channel. She gets into kind of conspiracy theories and stuff like that, but the truth is I think she's a truther. She's really looking for the truth on stuff, and man, that girl nails it on some stuff, man. She really does. If you check out her video about the District of Columbia, Washington, D.C., it's just so informative, and something you never got in your history classes in school, which is what she keeps pointing out in the video. And man, is she right, and man, is that important information, and man, does she do a good job presenting it too. So Really Graceful. I don't know if you're out there, I don't know if you ever watch one of my cryptocurrency videos, but if you do, man, you're doing a good job. Keep rocking out there. Let's see what else is going on. Finished fixing a laptop for one of my clients' kids the other day. It's a real hunk of junk, man. This little underpowered HP. But I just did a factory reset on it. I tried to install a better, cleaner version of Windows on it, but I just could not get it to boot from the USB key from a BIOS, a legacy BIOS Windows boot drive. Now, interestingly, the Linux USB boot drive was UEFI, so it took that no problem. So I was able to install Linux on it. And of course, I would have liked to have wiped Windows altogether and just installed Linux on it, but the kid's a gamer. He's got to play League of Legends or something, so he's got to have Windows. So I just did a factory reset on the Windows side, and then went ahead and made a 64 gig partition for Linux, and also installed Linux. So next time he runs into trouble, at least he won't be down all the way. He can boot into Linux and surf the web and do whatever else he needs to do. But yeah, what a piece of junk, man. I don't understand how these companies justify selling this just terrible garbage. It's like half the time you buy a new laptop is just, this piece of this underpowered hunk of plastic with the worst software. I mean, just Windows 10, which is awful, and then on top of Windows 10, just loaded with bloatware, Wild Tangent Games, and HP Help Center, and just a bunch of garbage. All right, well, I think that's it for today, Internet fam. I'm gonna keep it short, so I got a long teaching day today. So you have a good day.